In the production schedule screen, a new option to terminate a work order has been added. You can now terminate any work order for which production has been started. That is, a work order can only be terminated if the tool setup or the first of inspection are not completed. If the first of inspection is already completed, the selected work order cannot be terminated and user will have to end the production in the usual manner. We have also added a filter button on the production schedule screen to filter out the active and completed work orders. By default, only the active work orders will get displayed. You can change the filter setting at any point of time to also include the completed work orders. We have also introduced productivity analysis graphs in this release. You can access these graphs by clicking on the workflow icon on the top and then the graphs icon present here. You can view the productivity and rejection data in the live graphical form here. You can select the filters to get the charts. These are interactive graphs and can be drilled down or analyzed further. For example, if I have the consolidated productivity and rejection data for the last quarter, I can drill down to individual customers by simply clicking on the month, then to part families for that customer, then to individual parts in that part family, to get all the rejection reasons for that particular part. A new field called internal part number has been introduced as a part of this release. The value of the internal part number will be copied from the part number field for all the existing parts. This is not a mandatory field and users can modify or delete this if required. You can now attach UM category to each product or process characteristic in the masters. By this, the base UM of the category attached will get defaulted in the PPAP documents. For example, if concentricity has length as the UM category and millimeter is set as the base UM for UM category length, then millimeter will be set as the default UM wherever concentricity appears in the product characteristic matrix. In PCM screen, the functionality for changing UMs across multiple characteristics has been added. This can be accessed by clicking on Show or Hide button in edit mode. For example, if I change the UM for length characteristics to micrometer, it will change the UM for all the characteristics maintained in the PCM which have length as the UM category maintained in the masters. You can now delete any file or image that has been uploaded to Think7 QMS. For example, you can delete the attachments by simply clicking on the delete icon present next to each attachment. Similarly, the process symbols, the class symbols, and other images can also be deleted. Please note that the images attached to the work instructions cannot be deleted directly from the part details screen. They will have to be deleted individually from the work instructions tab. We have now introduced the new functionality to inherit the current company policies to FMEA and control plans. If I go to any control plan or FMEA document, and go to the edit mode, in case my company policy has changed since the creation of that document, I'll get a pop-up asking me if I want to inherit the new values. I can simply click on inherit to get all the new values into that document, or click on no to retain my original document. The placement of delete icon across all the screens in masters and PPAP section has been changed now. You can now find the delete button right next to the edit button on the top menu bar. Search functionality has been added in the customers, machines, instruments, tools, and parts screen. Search works on contains criteria and looks both in the code as well as description field. For example, you can now search a machine based on either the machine code or the machine description. We have now introduced a new functionality where you can delete the machines from the machine dashboard. To delete any machine, you simply have to drag the machine onto the trash can and drop it there. Please note that deleting a machine from this screen will not make the machine inactive, and work orders can still be executed on that particular machine. Faint grid lines have been introduced across all the screens in the masters as well as the prepath section to improve the usability.